This is a follow-up video for the bidding site, and what we are going to do today, or what I'm going to show you today, is how you can able customers to make one bidding, and once they have made their bids, then they can add another one. Otherwise, it will be confusing, and there will be a lot of biddings, and that is not maybe not what you want. So let's see when I delete this one, and how you can do that. You can see that in the previous videos. Then you can see here the form. This is from somebody else. In this case, is the administrator. But let's see when this particular customer is making another bid of bidding, and the name. It's always YouTube, and the text makes no sense at all. Let's make the bidding. You can see they can add in another bidding. So and when you go into this particular post, and you see it's in here from the admin area, you see this is another bidding. So there are two different biddings, and when you delete in this one, you can see that it returns to the form fields, and here it stays just as the way it is, because this is another subscriber, another customer or subscriber. So it must be logged in, and actually it's the same thing what we have done with the query builder for the button, for the delete button. So when we are here in the query builder, then you can see here that we have made the query. We gave it a name, and it was for the CCT, and the particular content type was from the content type that we have made. So that was this one. You won't understand it when you didn't see the previous videos. So that's very important. So we query it out, and it goes from high to from the highest but bidding, in this case, to the lowest, and then it was the item author is equal on the current user, and the current user, and the field is the project equal on object ID for current context. Now this is what I already have made in previous tutorial, how we can query it out. That's not what is about in this tutorial, but in it's the same query when we are opening it in another tab. Let's see. So we go to the single page. No, to the single page. I'm sorry. And then we use this particular fields, and then we have queried out for the custom query, and there is the query that I showed you, and it's the same query, but in this case I also did it in here, but you have to go to advanced, and then you have to go to the dynamic visibility and show the element if the condition has that particular query. So this is a text, and in Dutch it says remove first your bidding before you can adding another one, and this is the form, and the form is just the upper way. So when we clicking in here, you see this is the form, and when we go into advanced, then you can see that the dynamic visibility must be a logged in user, don't forget that, and has not the query item with that particular query. So it's very super simple, When you don't want how it works, watch the other tutorials. But there is nothing more to say about it. It's just a quick tutorial, but very handy. Otherwise, you would get all the biddings from this person, and there will be a lot of buttons, and there will be also a lot of biddings, and that is not what you want, because then it will be a mess, and they can make hundreds biddings, and they all will show up in the table, so it doesn't look nice on the website.